Good evening, dogs. Thank you to President Moorhead, Provost Ayers, the University of Georgia faculty and staff, and my fellow graduates. Being selected to serve as the student commencement speaker is truly such an honor. And to the people who've supported me along my journey, thank you. I would not be here without you. When I first found out I had been chosen to be the commencement speaker, I called some close family and friends and told them that I had crazy news to share. They all thought that I was going to tell them I was finally cast on Survivor, but this is a close second. After the initial excitement wore off, I was left with a much harder question to answer. How do you begin to put the UGA experience into words? How do you capture something so full, so meaningful, in just a few minutes? My own words began to fail me, so I did what I always do. I turned to literature. I came across an excerpt from a poem, and I didn't even read the whole thing. Just a few lines from Joy Sullivan's Culpable. She wrote, "No matter which road you take, it will be both glorious and unbearable. Every road is lonely, every road holy. The only error is not walking forth." One of my favorite things about books and media in general is oftentimes other people write or say things we ourselves could never articulate, but they say exactly what we feel. Sullivan did just that for me, because right now this moment feels both glorious and unbearable. Back in January, I banned my parents and my roommates from saying the words graduation and job. I called them the G word and the J word, like they were cursed. It felt easier to pretend they weren't coming, but pretending doesn't stop time. Time kept moving anyway. And if there's one thing that our years here at the University of Georgia have taught us, it's that one of the only true constants in life will be change. Construction on campus, bus routes, class schedules, they all changed. And yet, every time we adapted, we figured it out. We always do. Over the past year, I've also been thinking a lot about the fact that loving anything comes with a guarantee. One day, we will have to grieve it. That's true for people, for places, and for chapters of our lives. And we have loved this one deeply. We've loved Athens. We've loved UGA. We've loved North Campus in the fall, when the leaves on ginkgo trees turn yellow and they cover the ground and everything looks so cinematic. We've loved games in Sanford Stadium, cheering on the dogs. We've loved avoiding passing under the arch, as annoying as it may be, and jumping in the fountain and ringing the bell when we have something we feel like celebrating. We've loved late nights in the MLC and late nights celebrating, and early mornings in the MLC Jittery Joes, and shared kitchens, and shared Google Docs, and shared lives. So of course, leaving hurts. But joy and sorrow aren't opposites, they're neighbors. The pain we feel now only runs this deep because the joy once did too. My brain has never held on to formulas the way it holds on to words. I've always envied my friends in the College of Engineering or Terry. Y'all understand numbers and formulas, and you can make sense of them so easily, while I remember quotes that help me make sense of everything. Like Robert Frost wrote, "In 3 words, I can sum up everything I know about life. It goes on." Life keeps moving, through the beautiful, through the unbearable, and so will we. I recently read a quote from Joan Didion, an author I admire deeply. She said she believed in using the good silver every day, because every day is all there is. I love that. It makes me feel like I have permission to celebrate the ordinary days and treat them like they're worth celebrating. And it makes me think of how many ordinary days here ended up meaning everything. And maybe that's why this next part stuck out to me too. I recently returned to the full version of the poem I shared earlier and read the ending for the first time. Sullivan describes a friend offering her 2 options for directions, a trail towards pine trees or a turn to a valley of poppies. When she asks which path to choose, her friend shrugs and says, "Either way, it's all heaven. Either way, it's all heaven." That feels like graduation. We are all standing at the same starting line, but we will not take the same road. Some of us are moving cities, some are staying close. Some have had a plan for years, and some of us are still figuring it out. It's scary not knowing exactly what comes next, but it is comforting to know that no matter which path we take, it can still be meaningful, still beautiful, and still ours. What frightens me isn't the uncertainty. It isn't even the goodbyes. It's knowing how much I will miss the ordinary closeness of it all. The routines, the familiar faces, the way this place that once felt impossibly big now feels like home. The almost final words of writer Roald Dahl were, "I'm not frightened, it's just that I will miss you all so much." And that feels like the truest way to name this moment. Not fear, not regret, just love, stretched across time and distance. The future may be uncertain, but this wasn't. UGA was real. Athens was real. The laughter and the growth and the becoming were real. The people made the place. We will always share this campus, these years, these memories. Proof that we were here, proof that it mattered. So, wherever your road leads, walk forth. Either way, it's all heaven. Thank you, and go Dogs.